Where are you from? This simple question isn't so simple for me. Now, let me start off by showing you an example of a conversation I have with someone I'm meeting for the first time. Let's say that girl A and I are meeting for the first time. So we start off by having a really nice conversation, and then girl A asks, "Where are you from?" So I simply answer, and I mean simply answer. Well, I lived my whole life in Japan and I was born there. And my mom's also Japanese, though my dad's from Nepal, so I'm half Japanese and half Nepalese. But he grew up in India and he was born there. And my grandma's also like my dad, but in Nepal you have to take the nationality on your dad's side. So both my grandma and my dad are from Nepal, and even if they're born in India, and even if they grew up there. Well, anyways, that's where I'm from. And then girl A says, "Cool, that sounds kind of complicating. Anyways, where are you from?" A reaction like this is quite common. And so one day, I decided to change my answer to a more simple answer. I'm from Japan. But the answer I got back was, "Oh wow, your English is so good, and you don't really look Japanese." To me, this was a quite unexpected answer, because I was obviously expecting something more simple and something that didn't judge my looks. And what was even worse was how terribly awkward it felt to say that I was only from Japan. And so for years, my long explanation about my cultural background became the answer to, "Where are you from?" One day, a thought appeared in my mind. Why am I explaining where my parents are from when the one being asked is me? Because what I've been doing all these years was stating where my parents were from instead of stating where I was from. And as I kept thinking about this question, I came to the conclusion that this was because I didn't know where I was from. I simply didn't know where I belonged in, and I simply didn't have a place where I fitted in. I didn't feel like I belonged in one country, but then I didn't feel like I belonged in the other. Yes, I was born in Japan, but no, apparently my physical appearance doesn't look so Japanese. Yes, I look a lot like my dad from Nepal, but no, I can't speak their language, and nor was I born there. There were multiple times when the environment around me, the people around me, the society around me, and the mindsets of the people around me made me feel a little distant, made me feel a little different, a little segregated, and a little separated. And that wasn't because I was, affected by the way the people acted around me or any of that. But it was simply because I was trying so hard to fit in, to blend in, and believe that this was where I belonged. It was my mindset and my desire that drove me crazy about wanting to blend in, which was one thing that I could never do, no matter how hard I tried. As I got older, though, I started to realize how fitting into a single place isn't so important. That changing myself and blending in isn't as important as I thought. It was then that I finally realized that what was more important for me was to simply accept my diversity and use that as a tool to understand others. I want the thousands, the millions who are multicultural or stand in a similar condition like me to remember that using your diversity to find a comfortable place and understand others is far more valuable and far more important than forcing yourself to fit in or blend in. I hope the thousands struggling to blend in or struggling to fit in can realize the beauty and the strength of diversity that I wished I could have understood a little sooner. Even now, if people ask me, "Where are you from?" I would probably answer by using my long explanation about my cultural background. But at this time, I wouldn't do so to cover up the fact that I don't know where I truly belong or where I'm from. I would say so to simply tell others that where I'm from, where I belong in, or where I feel like I fit in is undetermined. Now let me end with asking you a very, very simple question. Where are you from? Thank you.